there's literally a truck outside my house. There's no reason for anybody to be out here. There's literally no reason for anybody to be outside. Seems like this is how I have to live? And now I don't know who's out there. There's a truck out there. Somebody's out there. I have no idea who it is. Do I go out there and confront them? Or do I just lay low and see what they do? Because, if I go out there and I confront somebody, then they're not going to continue to do whatever they're doing. And I did say that I was going on my road trip to Florida. In a video, I remember recently saying I was going to go back to Florida again. And they don't even know I'm here. I have no idea. Maybe just somebody decides to randomly pull up near my cul-de-sac. I'll just wait. Anybody comes knock on the door, then I'll answer it. But just let them do what they got to do, and I'll keep it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to keep an eye on whoever's out there. They're gone. I saw somebody walk around with a weed whacker or something. I'm like, well, I didn't ask for anybody to cut my grass. Maybe somebody's going to do it for free. Go right ahead. But I don't know. Maybe they got the wrong house and then they realized it and they went somewhere else. So must be some landscapers. That's the thing with me. It's like I automatically default to like somebody's up to no good. I'm never going to let my guard down. I'm always going to be cautious. I'm always going to look around and see what's happening. I'm never going to assume everybody's hanging around for good intentions. Somebody could have a bad intention. Somebody could be walking around with a weed whacker, pretending that they're weed whacking or doing something they're supposed to be doing while doing something they're not supposed to be doing. I really do want to keep this a wholesome video. And there's a lot up ahead in this video that you don't want to miss. All of you are amazing. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And make sure you turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And smash that like button since it gives me the incentive to continue uploading videos on YouTube. Anyway, this is a very critical part of my life. And I'm just really trying to stay positive and be very active outdoors and do things for others because it makes my heart feel good. Right now, it is Saturday, August 16th, 2020. No, it's just 17th. It's Saturday, August 17th, 2024. I've been like a day off as far as the number of the day for the last few days. And so I've been signing some things that are now a third day off. So I hope it doesn't cause any issues. But stress does it to you. It's like you can just go through a lot and forget certain things. Me, it's the time of day, it's the day of the week. I gotta sometimes look at my watch to see what day of the week it is. It's just the way it is. It's just a very stressful time between this whole stalker situation and then now some scammer recently emptying out my entire life savings. And it's just very stressful. But at the end of the day, I'm thankful to be here considering what happened recently as well. So money is materialistic and life is precious. So I'm thankful for being here, and that makes me feel good knowing that I'm still around to be able to help this family out, and that's what I'm going to be doing again. I'm going to be taking a road trip to Florida to help out the family with some electrical work. And on my way there, I'm going to stop at some places, do some exploring, get some outdoor time, some sunshine, the fresh air, and just admire the beauty around me, the world. And then help out the family. It won't be as long because they're going out of town for a couple of days. They need me. I'm going to be there. And so I volunteer my help, and that's what I've been doing. So that's what's going to happen. I know it's going to be very late at night by the time I get back. I don't like driving in the dark, but these are things that I do to help other people. It's the drive that stresses me out on the way back because I know it's going to be dark. It's going to be probably 10, 11 o'clock at night by the time I get back. It's just the way it is. All right, well. There was a truck out there about 30 minutes ago. And it looked like they may have been landscapers based on what they were carrying around. But then they drove off. And then there was a truck that just came back here again. And I don't know who it is and what their intentions are. There was a truck out there. I don't know why. But it has me wondering. Nobody would just be out here unless they're coming to my house for a particular reason. I'm just checking back here to see if there's anything left out here. And after this, I'm grabbing me a quick breakfast and I'm getting out of here. I'm headed to Florida. I don't see anything out here. Thought I would check. Nothing wrong with checking to see if there's anything out here. It gives me a clear mind before I leave. This way, if I come back and I find something, then I'm going to start questioning myself. Was it there and I didn't see it? This way, if I find something before I leave and I come back and I find something, then I know somebody's been here since I was gone. Because it seems like if someone's going to come here, it's going to be when I am not here. And I did say something about going to Florida again in the previous video. So we'll see. But yeah, I read the comments and I know you were telling me you shouldn't say when you're going to go somewhere, because then somebody might come here when I'm gone. So just keep in mind, maybe I may say I'm going to go somewhere, but things don't always work out as planned, and then I end up not going because nothing is ever set in stone. So it's possible that I don't end up going anywhere. And who knows? Things can change and I might not end up going anywhere today, but I'm going to have me a breakfast and get out of here. That's what I'm going to do. But there's nothing outside, so, you know, that's a positive thing. It's a great experience, you know, going outside and getting the fresh air and seeing the wonderful nature around me and not seeing anything left behind from some obsessed stalker woman who has nothing better to do but, you know what? I'm staying positive. I'm staying positive. Gonna eat something. I got some clips that I want to share with you. I'll do all the editing when I get back because it's gonna be late tonight. Very, very late tonight. Right behind me. I was just thinking about that Corvette. I miss it. I miss it. I really do. Man, that's crazy. I was just thinking about it. Anyway, we're going to get right on to the road trip and the exploring places and helping out the family. And then the scammer who has scammed my retirement savings. On another road trip to Florida. And today is Saturday, August 17, 2024. For some reason, I kept being a day behind. Like I almost said the 16th, but it's the 17th. Made it to my destination here. It's nice. I love driving down here. It's about a 4-hour drive, but it's worth it. Plus, I'm coming out of family again, and right now it is Saturday, August 16th. No, here I go again. I'm like a day behind. It's Saturday, August 17th, 2024. I don't know. I think it's the stress. That's what it is. Alright, what do we got in here, huh? What do we got in the water? As you can see, the fish swimming up in here. One of these floating docks out here, so when I get on there I feel a little motion sickness if I stay on too long. But I did have some ginger, so that really helps. Gotta have the ginger to help deal with the motion sickness when you're out on the boat. At least that's what I use. I'm gonna continue walking. It's breezy here for sure. What a walk. It's a good way to get exercise out here. But I'm going to be here for a little bit. I'm not going to be here as long as usual. I'm only going to help out the family for about an hour because they have other plans. So I'll do that. And they said I can swim in their pool, so maybe I'll go in the pool for a little swim while I'm there. But that's the plans for today, the 17th of August. Gotta try to get those numbers straight. You know, I get a little confused sometimes with the numbers. I mean, I know it's Saturday, but I almost thought it was the 16th for some reason. I don't know. It's stress because, you know, some scammer gets into my retirement savings, and, you know, then the whole stalker thing, and just a lot of things on my mind lately. So it's really hard to focus sometimes, you know. Still got a lot more to go to get my steps, but gonna do a little bit more and then head over to help out the family. I thought I saw a shark fin for a second. I saw that right there, and I thought it was a shark fin, but it's part of a palm tree. Like I said, the last time I was here, all that behind me, all that was flooded. Water was up to the doors here. It was crazy. So that storm really brought a lot of storm surge with it. So I'm just going to continue my walk. Still the 17th. Can't believe that I got the days messed up. Like I knew what day of the week it is. I just didn't get the numbers right. I'm so stressed, but I gotta stay positive. Look at the squirrel right there. He's right there. He's literally checking me out. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. It's okay. Sitting up in the tree. I like bringing you wholesome content, so I think walking in places like this is wholesome. It dried up pretty much since last time because there was a lot of water puddling right there before when I was walking around here on my previous road trip. There's a fish market behind me, so if I want to get some fish, I can go there. But I didn't bring a cooler with me, and I don't think it's going to last 4 hours in the back of the Tesla, so probably not a good idea. Look at those right there. Pretty, huh? Something here, look at this. So I wonder what that is. Let me know what you think this is in the comments. It looks like a big, like, green bean or something. Like, what is that? Maybe that's a trumpet vine. It kind of looks like that might be what it is, but let me know in the comments. I'm sure there's some experts out there who know what that was. Lots of critters crawling around over here. What is that? Right there. Interesting. All right, that makes me itchy just looking at that. Ants on the side of the tree. And some Spanish moss. There's a lot of Spanish moss hanging from this tree. Look at that. A lot of it right there. And there's water here. It's a pool. Let's see what the temperature feels like. It's not bad. Feels good. Feels good in there. But I'm going to be helping out my friends, so probably going to swim in their pool when I go there to help them out with the electrical. So going to my friends. That was a good walk. Now I'm going to head to one more place to walk around a little bit, then go to my friends, you know, the family, to help them out. So going to do that. Might swim in their pool too. I don't know. We'll see. See how much time I got, because I do got to get back home too. I got things I got to take care of, so it's a very busy Saturday. I probably said this before, but I really like sidewalks. On my way to the next destination, which is a little place that may have gators. So, gotta be careful about that one. Walk down here and get more steps. Then my last and final stop will probably be the family's house. But then I might make a pit stop at one place that's right along the way, see if there's any gators out there. But then after that, gotta get it done. Who knows? Maybe I'll see a gator before the day's over. You know, I just gotta do things to get my mind off the stressful things, you know? Considering that whole scammer getting into my retirement savings, which I have faith in the banking system. I have faith in, you know, I have faith in the banking system. So hopefully by next week, they'll tell me good news. That's what I'm hoping for. But still, I haven't heard anything, you know, from the stalker, which is good, or the accomplice. I haven't seen anything unusual. I mean, I did find that mask, like I said before, but the face mask. But that could have been sitting there for a long time. So that's the situation. Right in here, there's a very high probability of an alligator being around. Be one just waiting. You never know. You never know what's hiding in these waters. The gators are hiding. They are definitely hiding. I'm sure they're going to come out. They're going to come out. Now, these woods are definitely interesting around here. And I think there's mosquitoes too. Not sure if I want to walk in there because I'm already getting bit by something. I didn't want to stay because there's mosquitoes out here and they're eating me alive. The other place didn't have mosquitoes, but there are mosquitoes here. And with all the diseases going around and the mosquitoes and things like that, I just trying to stay on the safe side, especially with the way my luck's been going. So don't want to take any chances. Mosquitoes are out there because they were biting my legs. Well, I'm at another place right here. Pretty neat out here. Gonna walk around, explore. It's just another stop along the way to help out the family. I'm gonna see if there's any critters out here. There could be something out here in the water. But we'll see what we can find, or what I can find. I'm gonna check in here. I don't know what happened there. Got some bait there. There's one right there swimming around. Fish. Really tall trees here. Feels good right here. It's nice and shaded. Okay, now I can smell the fumes from the boats. But I'm gonna try to walk in these woods, see if I can find any animals out here. Okay, no swimming. There you go. Don't want to swim in there. Looks like everybody's having fun out here. I need to get a boat and go out in the water. That's what I got to do. You know, I just got to get a boat and have some fun. Some of my friends, they said they want to go out on the boat, go scalloping with them. Then, yeah, I can go scalloping. So that's something to think about. So I might do that. But it's beautiful out here. It's really nice, good weather. Just have to get used to the smell of the fumes from the boats. And somebody's got like a truck that's got a lot of exhaust coming out too. Much better than the hustle in the city. I'm gonna continue walking. This is wholesome content, positive stuff. I love sharing wholesome, positive things. You know, it's a great experience to get away from the negative things and do something that's more positive. There's a place right there to picnic, sit out, have a lunch, go out on the boat. And there's water out here. All right, where's the gators hiding? Come on out. Where's the gators? I haven't seen any gators yet. I'm waiting to come across some gators, you know? Okay, I just saw a mosquito. I am not gonna get bit again. Those little suckers, they bite and they carry diseases, so you don't wanna. All right, let me get away from the water. All right, it's kind of early for Halloween cookies because they'll be stale by the time it's Halloween. I went to the grocery store to get a few things. Now I'm gonna head over to the family's house to help them out for about an hour. Maybe hop in the pool for a little bit. Then gonna head back home. I made it to my destination, but I passed the house. The family I'm helping out, now I gotta get on the other side. What the heck? I'm so stressed. That's what it is. I'm so stressed. Now I gotta drive around and get on the other side. Now this feels good. I got like stuff in my eyes, like just from the heat. I've been doing some electrical work, and the family here, they actually invited me for dinner. And they said I can go swim in a pool because they're leaving. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Pool a little bit, and then I'm gonna leave and go back home. So I got a nice drive ahead of me, but it feels good to be in the pool and cool off a little bit. Oh man, it's just the humidity down here in Florida is intense. This makes it much hotter. It makes it feel like it's much hotter. But it's still Saturday, the 17th of August, 2024, and I didn't get the numbers messed up this time because I got it messed up before. But yeah, this feels much better. So I did my walking around at the several different places. Felt good getting some fresh air and walking off the 4-hour drive, and then just enjoyed seeing some of the animals out there. It's been a positive experience. It really has, you know. I mean, it is stressful with the whole bank thing, you know, like my retirement savings evaporating, but that's going to be addressed, hopefully. Crossing my fingers. But other than that, you know, it's stalker. I don't know. No updates on that. So I mean, that's, if you don't see any strange notes, then I can say that it's over, right? Like, it's good that it's over. All right. Let's see if we can see any squirrels out here. Wildlife. That one squirrel, it was like coming right up to me, and it almost like ate out of my hand. And I thought that was pretty neat. But this is something very wholesome and positive and fun, and feels good to cool off. And I'm not looking forward to the long drive, but you know, it's just something I got to do. And I was kind of hesitant. I don't, you know, like if I'm invited for dinner, it's like I'm kind of hesitant to eat, but they insisted, so it's like I'll do it. Oh man, well, this feels good. I'm only gonna do this for a few minutes because I don't want to be driving in the dark too long. I'm already gonna be driving in the dark as it is. So you know, it's just a situation there. But yeah, if you looked at, see some of those clips that I had from 2020, back in January 2020, I feel like that's part of the situation. I feel like what happened with that MacBook and you know, my business laptop, I feel like, you know, that disappeared out of my trunk back then. I feel like it got into the wrong hands, and then, of course, you know, what happened to my business? Like, you know, people get, I don't know, greedy, and they don't want to work for their own things, so they take something that's yours, and it's not right. But, and including my iPhone, you know. But at least I changed everything, so, you know, they can't use my iPhone, my Apple, at least I hope not, my Apple account, you know, because I have my business one and the personal one. It's a crazy world we live in right now, and people are just, you know, on edge, and yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta be careful with your stuff, you know. Always look at your accounts and log into your, you know, whatever you have, and make sure you're checking things all the time, because people are out there, they're just trying to take what's not theirs, and it's not right. But other than that, beautiful weather. It's been sunny. Like, since that hurricane came through, like it went through Georgia, but it went to Florida, then Georgia, right? And it just seemed like there's been, after it passed through all the way, the weather just got so much nicer. It really did. It got so much nicer after it went through. It seemed like the humidity went down a little bit, and it just became, you know, more sun. But then now it's starting to get hotter and more humid again, so there was that little break in between, but it's over. But yeah, probably be Monday or Tuesday. I'll be back around this way and doing more electrical work and all that. And hopefully by then they'll straighten out the whole thing with my retirement savings. Maybe look at that fixed. I'm hoping, just keep my fingers crossed, like I said. But other than that, I'm gonna continue swimming. So I got to get my exercise, whether it's swimming or if it's just walking or doing electrical work, climbing up and down here and there. And, I feel like I'm getting a lot of physical activity. Okay, I'm all wet. Now I gotta dry off. I'm lucky I had my bathing suit. I almost didn't bring it. And then I wouldn't be able to go in the water and swim. I probably would have put my legs in, but not go all the way in. So at least I had that opportunity. I got to dry off and hit the road. So I'm going to do that. Once again, here we are. It's kind of like Groundhog Day. It's like deja vu all over again, back home. And felt good this time going for a swim after doing all the electrical work and walking at those places. And now I get to snack on something. I had a dinner there. They invited me over for dinner, so snack on something, and then I'm gonna unwind because it's already late. It's late at night. I don't really like driving in the dark, but I had no choice. But it's pretty late. You're gonna have me a light snack, something very light. But it's still still Saturday, August 17th, 2024. I'm gonna make sure that I got the number right. I knew what day it was, but I got it mixed up. I gotta remember today is the 17th, not the 16th. Why do I even say the date? Maybe I should stop doing that, because then it just causes confusion when I get confused about what day it is, and then you're confused because I'm confusing you. So maybe it's best if I just make the video and not worry about the date. Gotta get my MacBook. Yeah, the MacBook. The MacBook. I bought some of these grapes. They're so good. And they're locally grown around here. I'm gonna keep eating them. These are addicting. I need to stop before I eat the whole thing. It was on Friday, the 15th, the 16th of August. I'm like a day off. I am. It was Friday. I had uploaded a video about my entire life savings being stolen by some scammer. And of course, I've been sharing with you what has been happening recently with this stalker. And I've been coping with this much better than I thought. It's the state of mind that really helps. If you stay positive, it really helps you cope with things like this. And having the support of the community and great people in my life really does help make it easier to deal with. There's a lot of uncertainty, and things like this can really cause so much stress that we just forget a lot of things. I do have something that's very important that I want to share with you, but when it comes to my MacBook being stolen back in January of 2020 and how I feel it's connected to this stalker woman and possibly the scammer who has stolen my entire life savings out of my retirement account. And if you watch long enough, then you'll get to the point where I show you the clips from different times where I feel like they're connected to the stalker and possibly the scammer. And it's a very complex thing. And I feel like maybe those things that happened back then have affected my livelihood now and also have affected my future because my retirement's gone. But I'm not going to be negative about it because I feel like, I feel like God's going to help and I will recover that lost money. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully by next week, I'll have some good news. But in the meantime, taking you with me on the road trip, and I already had recorded some clips and intros to that content in regards to my MacBook being stolen. So it's gonna seem out of order, but I like to put the positive stuff in the beginning. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And it's still Saturday, August 17th, 2024. See, this time I didn't say the 16th because then I would be a day off and it would be shifting the whole week off by a day, and I can't keep doing that to myself. I gotta really stay focused and stay positive and not let my stress affect me to the point that I don't know what day of the week it is. I did make a video recently about my entire life savings being depleted by some scammer. And I've also been making videos about this stalker who has been stalking me for about 3 years now. And I have a feeling there's a connection between what I have in my hand, my MacBook, and this stalker. I really do believe there's a connection, and I have a feeling that this goes back further than I originally thought. I first ran into this obsessed stalker back in 2021, and this was at a community pool when I was staying at a condo for a while. And the thing is, I feel like this goes back even further than that. And she may have stolen my MacBook Pro and gotten into some personal information that is associated with me being my own independent business owner. And I feel like that may be responsible for the downfall of my business, and also her getting into some of my devices through my Apple accounts, because I have a business Apple account and I have a personal Apple account, and things are starting to make more sense. So I'm going to share with you some clips where I believe this may have started. And let me know what you think. It is raining out here. Rain's coming down. It's not cold. It's just like it's a warm, rainy day. That's what's happening out here. Water going in the pool. Water dripping everywhere. But it helps. It washes the air out. Plus, I've been taking these natural supplements to help with my allergies, because, like I said, they've just been crazy here with the trees and the pollen and whew. But yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys. Getting ready to go on my next shift. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that rain, oh boy. Oh, now I hear sirens. All right, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go over here and do this editing and get out of here. So let me try to get this done. I got everything. I got my laptop all packed up and everything. Cause I don't know. Like I said, things get a little complicated. The problem is, I had my laptop in the trunk of my car because I bring that when I'm going on work locations. And Saturday night, I had some work with this company, and then I left it in there. Like all this pollen is just falling everywhere, leaves falling everywhere, and I was getting tired of washing the car. And so then I ended up backing it into the garage. Then the other day, I pulled it back out of the garage, and I noticed the floor. It was like the floor had all these tire marks. I'm like, well, son of a bitch. So then I had to clean all this stuff out, so I left the car out in front of the garage and just stay like that overnight. And normally I leave the laptop in the car when it's in the garage because it's not worry, you know what I mean? It's in the garage, it's locked and secure, but I forgot to take the friggin' thing out. Did someone break in the friggin' car, get in my trunk, take the friggin' MacBook out of there while I was shopping? Or did it happen when I was back at the house? But I mean, there's a lot of cameras in this neighborhood, so it's a really secure neighborhood, so I don't see why anybody would be doing this stuff here. That's my business laptop. That's my work laptop, okay? I got a work laptop and I got a personal laptop. I don't take my personal laptop out on business runs. I leave my personal laptop right here. It stays with me. It stays with me. This is mine. I don't have to take it everywhere. But my business one, I keep it in the trunk. I keep it in there with my tools and stuff and my testing equipment. It all just stays in there and it goes back and forth. I'm surprised they didn't take the tools. No, but they take the friggin' laptop. They don't take the tools, huh? The company doesn't own it. I paid for it. That's dedicated for business, okay? This one is my personal one. The other one I personally bought with my money that was dedicated just for business. So it's my personal business one, you know what I mean? I'm pissed off, I'm aggravated, like some son of a bitch come here and takes my, like, what are you gonna do? And the problem is, I never thought this was gonna happen. Somebody gets your full name, then they start getting into your personal information if they have your computer. But you're able to make everything disappear and erase it from remote, okay? So that's the benefit with the MacBooks, okay? So you can be able to, boom, hit that button when you discover something's gone, and boom, it all disappears. So I attempted to do that. And I don't know, I hope it worked. I hope it friggin' worked, because there's a lot of work documentation on there. And I got backups. I got all my documents I have on a backup drive. Laptops can be replaced. Information on there, if someone steals it, that can be deleted. Hopefully this worked because I sent out a command. It's just stressing me out because the store's not too far from here. And the map says it was somewhere in this general area. But then the battery was pretty much, it's just not right for somebody to take something that's not theirs. And then I have my SSD card so I can be able to just dump everything back on there. So I can back up things and pull it up from logging into my Apple account.
and then I'll just restore all the apps and everything that's on there, all my business apps, everything, just restore it from my account. So that's the situation there. Hopefully they'll find whoever took it. I don't know if people can find a way to bypass these security measures in here on these devices. Someone is dumb enough to log in on my account, it's going to show up, but if they decide to wipe the whole thing out and reinstall, then I guess I'll never track it down. I just wish I would have had a charge on the battery, like a full charge. So now that's one lesson learned. Keep your laptops charged all the way in case some stupid dumbass decides to take your stuff. You know, then find out where they're going. It's just aggravating me. I got a freaking headache right now.
Today is Thursday, January 23rd, 2020. And if you guys have been watching my live stream, then you'll know what happened to my business MacBook Pro. Seems that somebody was very interested in it and didn't want to pay for it, and they took it out of the trunk of my car. And it could have happened when I was at the grocery store or when I got back that same evening. I don't know where and when, but within that hour and a half, 2 hours time, it was gone.
There has been a lot of things that have happened that point to that MacBook being compromised. The information that was on that MacBook, business information, some personal information. Even though I was using that MacBook for different lines of work between my personal business and clients that I worked with, companies that I worked with, I used my computer in order to be able to keep track of everything. And I did keep a lot of stuff on a thumb drive, so it made work easier, but that was for the clients I was working for. So, you know, my business relationships with different companies. I had all that information on the thumb drive. That way it's backed up and it's portable, and I don't have to keep it on there so it doesn't mix with my own business. That way it's temporary. The problem is there was still my own personal business from my company. My whole entire business on that MacBook, and it was stolen.
Okay, I think I finally found it. MacBook Pro's right here. So found what I'm looking for. So let's see. I gotta check in here because this is where I need to know what what it is. There we are. So this one here. All right, it's pretty close. Process. All right, well. Let me do this. I'm gonna check some of these out and see what my options are, because I'm gonna compare prices. There's one company online where I can get it really cheap, so I gotta make up my mind because I really need to get this soon, so I don't have to convert my personal laptop to business. Otherwise, that's gonna be complicated.
Yeah. Pull the string. Come on. I can do this. What's the matter with me? Come on. The suspense is killing me. Oh. All right. Let's see. Come on. What's going on here? Oh, there it is. Is it that complicated? Is it this Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me take this in here. You're gonna need some lighting. Now, I'm not leaving this in the trunk. This is my business replacement laptop because somebody stole my friggin' laptop. Do you call it a laptop or is it a MacBook? You just call it a MacBook. Somebody stole it. So now, I'm going to open it. Oh, it's sealed in plastic, so I've got to, oh gosh, I don't want to break it. All right, let me do this. I gotta seal this thing. All right, where do I begin? I guess start here, somewhere. I don't have the nails like I thought I had. Probably should have just kept the scissors. Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay. Oh, you guys like unboxing videos? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? So now I gotta deal with another monthly payment. I just put this on my credit card, and now I gotta deal with paying that off. Some idiot comes steals my friggin' business laptop out of the trunk of my car. Now I gotta buy this. Okay, let's see. Come on. Oh, yeah. And this is my replacement. I got business documents I got to put on here. I got it on this like little, like I said, little flash, little card, memory card. I took it out of my wallet. Oh, come on now. Don't say I lost it already. Come on. Did I? I took it out because I was prepping my, oh, here it is. Here it is. I took both because I have to have these two things together, you know, to transfer files. All right, so here's this tiny little thing. This fits right in my wallet. Boom. All my data, all my business stuff, all my work stuff. I am so glad I backed everything up on here. Like, I do it every night. So that's the situation. So back in business.
Press the return key.
God, it freaked me out. But that's what's happening. Got my delivery, so now I got my business laptop back. I gotta eat something, and then I gotta go to work over here. See, this is how far I gotta go. So this is my, like I said, a little office. So as far as computers, it's nice to have my business computer back. I'm happy about that because I was stressed because some idiot takes it. Okay, so glad to have that back, man. So yeah, let me go eat and get this done. Man, I'm starving. I mean, I had breakfast really early. Still Thursday, January 23rd, 2020. Wearing my shirt. But this is what I'm eating. Some chicken and peppers and tomatoes with garlic. It's really good. And of course, my usual. We all know my usual, right? That's my oatmeal and chia seeds and oat milk and coconut almond milk with some stevia and some locally grown, well, locally harvested honey, and what else? Blueberries, yeah, and yogurt. It's a lot of things to remember, but gotta go eat. Starving right now, so that's it. Today is still Thursday, January 23rd, 2020, and it is raining out here. Those video clips that you have seen were from January 2020, and back then, I was working at different job locations and I had different clients at different job sites, and I brought my business laptop on the road with me to those locations, and I kept it in the trunk of my car in a briefcase with other tools. And that business laptop was also, or I would say MacBook, was also part of my own business. So my business information was on that MacBook along with the clients and the other businesses, but those particular business files were kept on a thumb drive and backed up. But my own business, I already had that on the MacBook. I didn't have any of that on portable thumb drives. No, I did back it up on big hard drives, but I left it on the computer. And I wish I would have not had any of my business files on the computer at all, but unfortunately I did. And so what has worried me is that whoever stole that MacBook has been accessing my own business files, not the business files of the clients that I've worked with, because all that was on the thumb drive and it was only accessible through the thumb drive. Well, that's a tongue twister. So I wish that everything would have been temporarily accessible so that when the MacBook was stolen, it would have been like a blank MacBook with nothing on it. But, you know, my business is tied to my personal information and banking information as well, because my income from my business would go into bank accounts and I would have a percentage of it going to my retirement savings. So it makes me think, because of what happened recently with me being scammed, you know, my whole entire life savings disappears. And the strange things that have been happening over time where I'm getting notifications of login attempts, and then my business starting to decline back in later into the year, like February, March 2020, I started to see a gradual decline. And could that be because somebody was accessing my business information and then using that and somehow compromising my business? I don't know. But then at the time there was the pandemic, so my business was failing either way. And I don't know what caused. It could be both. It could be just one or the other. But the thing is, my business started going downhill. And it's probably the pandemic. Maybe I'm overthinking things.
But you know, it's concerning that the information from my business was on that MacBook. And even though I had the thumb drives that contain information for my clients and the other job locations I went to, I shared my business laptop with my own personal business and the businesses that I was in contract with. So that kind of stresses me out. And a part of me thinks maybe this stalker woman has something to do with that MacBook being stolen. Maybe she has been obsessed with me since the beginning. Who knows? The beginning for me would be, as far as YouTube goes, 2007. Has she been watching me since then? Has she been secretly stalking me and following my footsteps? Did she know where I was? Did she come to my car when it was parked in the driveway? Normally I would park it in the garage and then I would leave the MacBook in the trunk because it's secured. It's in the garage, it's shut, no one's gonna get to it. The thing is, like I said in the video, there was just a lot of pollen on the vehicle and I was washing the vehicle off and then I would put it in the garage to keep it out of the pollen. But then at the time there was tire marks in the garage, so I started to clean the garage out and get the tire marks off of the garage floor, because the person that owns the house, I was staying there while they were doing some work to the garage floor, but they took a break from it. But there was some kind of sticky substance on that cement floor, and then when I drove on it, it left black tire marks. So I ended up scrubbing that up, and then I left the car outside of the garage. And at that time, I guess that was an opportunity for somebody to break into the car and take the MacBook that was out in the trunk, because it was in a bag in the trunk next to my tools. I don't know. See, I get so stressed that I can't even think straight, you know? And I don't know. Maybe I'll go back in here. I feel like when I go outside, it's a public place. I don't know if somebody's in the woods watching me. You know what I mean? I get that way. And then if I go in the house, I can talk louder and I can speak more freely. Once I go outside, it's like I feel like I got eyes on me. I mean, I don't have neighbors that are like on top of me because, you know, it's a pretty spread out neighborhood. The thing is, I don't know who's in the woods. I don't know who's out there, especially with that crazy, you know, obsessed stalker woman and her accomplices. That's my concern. It could possibly be the stalker woman, but I don't want to blame anybody. You know, if there's not enough evidence, then I'm not going to blame someone for stealing my MacBook. I don't know. It could be an isolated thing, could be a totally different situation. It just seems suspicious to me, the whole thing. I feel like there is a connection. I feel like she's been watching my business. She's greedy. She's into wanting other people's money. She could be siphoning from my business all those years since 2020. And then I'm seeing things fall apart. There's no telling. I've had it on autopilot for so many years. You know, I've worked so hard and a lot of it just started to run by itself. What if she did steal the MacBook and she was able to access some of that revenue stream that I had going and then putting it into her account? It's not like I have an accountant who checks every single thing out to see exactly where everything is going. I just consolidate everything at the end of the year and take it to my CPA, and he does all the work for me. I don't have an accountant that works for me every single day, keeping track of everything every single day. But, you know, I try to save money so I can do other things for myself and for those around me who I care about. Anyway, all of you are amazing. I know I've jumping around in time back and forth between the last couple of days and then going back to 2020 on video clips that have never been uploaded to this channel, but some other channel that you may not have been subscribed to, so you probably never saw any of that. But stay safe.